instructions. What's something else?
Taste.
Taste. Could talk about different kinds of cookies. Chocolate chip, sugar, banana. Okay, very good. All right, so this is a web. So if you don't have that in your notebook, please put that in your notebook, okay? This is part of the pre-writing process. We talked about this last week. A web and the other graphic organizers, they are what help us to organize our thoughts before writing. So instead of while you're writing, you don't want to just go off on a tangent and start talking about cars when you're supposed to be talking about cookies. So this helps to focus you. One paragraph could be about this, another paragraph about this, another about this, and another about this. All right. And there's one other graphic organizer in your notebooks. Who was there that day that we talked about the hamburger web? The hamburger graphic organizer.
Me. I was there.
Can you come up here and go for us, the hamburger giant?
All right.
So whichever helps you to focus your thoughts before writing. So if the web helps you to focus, do the web. If doing the hamburger helps you to focus, do the hamburger. If it's something else, then you can do that as well. It's just to help you focus and organize your thoughts before writing.
You want me to write the words on it too? Or just the picture?
Yes, so you can write the words.
Okay.
So that our friends who were absent last week on the day we talked about this, they can have that. What part of the writing process is this?
Pre-writing. Right?
Pre-writing.
No?
Very good. The pre-writing process. This is before we're writing. So we're just getting our ideas together. Oh, I like your sesame
Thank you.
seeds. Nice detail.
And that's exactly what the body of the hamburger is about.
Perfect, Katherine, thank you. All right, so this is what your introduction and your thesis. So you can write down words, ideas to help you focus on what you want your thesis to be about. So, cookies, the body, taste, instructions, ingredients, tools, a favorite memory of anecdotes about cooking, the first time you had a cookie. Cookies can go together well with milk, hot chocolate, and then your conclusion. All right, so today we're getting closer to talking about the body. We're getting more closer to writing. So we're talking about transition words, okay? So I want to write down some definitions for you. I just want you to write them down in your notebook, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. All right, keep these with your other words that we talked about introduction, thesis. Because we're going to have a quiz on all the words related to the writing process.
When's the quiz gonna be?
The quiz is going to be in a couple weeks. We're going to go through the whole writing process before you have it. Good question. It won't be a pop quiz. I don't like pop quizzes. Y'all know that. Chronological. These are order of events by time, okay? So by time. So first, second, then. And transition. Words and phrases used to connect ideas in sentences. So let me ask you guys. If I said, I went to the park, I went to the zoo, I ate ice cream, I went home. Or I said, first, I went to the zoo, then I went to the park. Afterwards, I ate ice cream. Finally, I went home. Which of those sounds better to you? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Why?
Tells you in what order you did the things.
Okay, it tells you what order.
Kind of flows.
Has a flow to it.
I can imagine what you're really doing.
So you can imagine what we're really doing. All right, very good. So that's what we're focusing on today, is building these transitions. So you don't have such disjointed sentences, you can have a flow of sentences, so we can see clearly what you're doing. All right. I need a volunteer to help me. Thank you, Ben. I'm just going to tape this. If you can get some tape for me, I'm going to tape this to the wall.
Can I just hold that on the wall?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben. One more. All right, we have traffic light transition. Okay, thank you. Go sit down. Green, yellow, red. Green is first, yellow is second, red is last. You don't have to write this down. I'm going to keep this up. Okay? So, to begin, initially, at first, to start, first, before, at the beginning. First of all, what do these all have in common? What do these transitions have in common? Yeah, they're first. So the first thing.
Yeah,
They're the start. Okay? So they're go.
like once upon a time.
Once upon a time. Very good. All right. On Sunday. Christine, can you read the yellows?
Next, then, later, after that, also, afterwards, in addition, secondly, furthermore.
Very good. So these, would these come before this? No. All right, very good. All right, Gina, can you read the last ones, the red ones?
Finally, in conclusion, lastly, all in all, to sum up at the end.
Very good. Have you heard these before, these words?
Yes.
Yes. Where have you seen them?
In a book.
In reports, like if you do a speech.
Very good. Very good. All right. I want you to pair up with the person next to you. We are going to practice. So we have defined chronological and transition. We have listed some of the words and phrases. Oh, before I do that, let me explain that. Well, Regina talked about the purpose, and Betty mentioned it. It's about the flow, helps us to connect the ideas, and it helps us to determine the time frame, okay? So now we're going to practice writing some transitional words and phrases. I want you to pair up. When you have your partner, please raise your hand. All right, we're partners. This act,
They want to switch to you.
you have 5 seconds to switch.
We're good.
All right.
No, we're not switching.
These are different scenarios. I want you and your partner, only one person needs to write, okay? So choose your designated writer. And you're going to write a paragraph using the transition, traffic light transition words, okay, for your scenario. All right. Who's ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, Do you wanna choose, since you're doing all the writing?
Oh, okay.
No, she's the writer,
Oh, you wanna choose?
because I'm speaking.
Okay.
Alright, you guys,
You're the
a lot of these are simple, okay? So take the next couple of minutes to write out a paragraph. It could be one paragraph, 2 paragraphs. But I want you to use traffic light transitions.
First of all, turn on your phone.
I began on Thursday, I began on, recess.
Who has the recess?
I want to make,
Put some.
okay, make sure you're working together.
First of all,
The writer shouldn't be doing all the work.
Then press the text button.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me.
That makes sense? Well, okay.
That is how I send a text. How do you send a text?
Then,
word. Text what you want to say.
then,
Well, I have to turn it into the text first. Yeah, the message, the picture that looks like the conversation.
after
Okay.
that,
After that,
After that,
I will finally.
pick a friend to talk to, text, pick a friend to text.
I can speak.